kung fu.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Comic Gamer Movie Show. My name is Deshaun and today I have another action classic for you. 2006 Crank, starring Jason Statham. Now Jason Statham has been on here multiple occasions, especially for the movie Transporter. And Jason Statham has, in recent years, been kind of one of the top action stars of, I would say, of all time, at least of the modern time. Like, obviously, you got your Jackie Chan's, your Bruce Lee's, your Chuck Norris's, your Arnold Schwarzenegger's, Sylvester. You got all these action stars, but I don't think anyone has made as many action movies that have at least made it to theaters as Jason Statham. I mean, this man is still making movies, a bunch of movies that make it to theater. Now, granted, all his action movies tend to be kind of similar. Like, modern Jason Statham is very different from early 2006 Jason Statham. Early 2006 Jason Statham was doing weird shit and great action shit. One of them being, like I say, The Transporter, which I thought was great, and I reviewed that on this channel before, and other movies as well. But I think to this day, still one of, if not the most unique movies Jason Statham ever starred in was Crank. Crank is insane. And I've said that before about other things, but this is a truly insane movie. This is a truly balls to the wall, high octane, non-stop movie. And it's a very cleverly designed movie. It's it's simultaneously simple and kind of gross, but at the same time clever, unique, and even in the way that the movie is shot, the way that the movie is filmed. I mean, there's not a lot of movies that I've ever seen that start off in first person and then transitions to the movie filming organically. I mean, this movie films in different colors. This movie films just like in different distances, and the way that it's shot changes, and the vibe of it changes, the music changes. Like, this is a unique ass movie. It's a movie that is very Grand Theft Auto like. I think it's the closest thing in terms of a film that you will ever get to like Grand Theft Auto, in the sense of, so many people, when we play Grand Theft Auto games, or when you hear people talk about Grand Theft Auto, no one really talks about the story of Grand Theft Auto. They talk about being able to explore and do all this buck wild, crazy, insane, high octane, high violent, all this violent, crazy, running people over with a car, doing all these crazy shit. They talk about that. And all of that happens in this movie. So first of all, the movie follows this hitman named Chevy. Now, it's like Chevio or Chevio. I can never say his last name correctly. Some people just call him Chev in the movie, or Chevy. I'll call him Chev. Played by Jason Statham. And Chev has a problem because he works for this criminal organization in Los Angeles. He is their number one hitter for this Los Angeles cartel or criminal organization. And he is tasked with taking out the head of this another organization that's kind of been intruding on their organization. And this head is from Hong Kong, and he's been tasked with killing the dude. And Chev does execute that, or at least we think he executed that. And in the results of that, apparently, the triads over in Hong Kong didn't appreciate that. They weren't cool with that. So his boss, in his wisdom, decided, you know what, I'm going to betray Chevy. I'm going to give him up. I'm going to kill him. As a sign of goodwill, I'm gonna just say, oh well, Chev went out on his own and he did this on his own. It had nothing to do with me. Kill him, sacrifice him, and appease the Hong Kong triads. But instead of just killing Chevy, instead of just putting a bullet in the back of his head, calling it a day, unfortunately, the guy, Chev gets injected with this crazy Chinese cocktail drug that apparently, essentially makes it so that if he isn't in a constant state of adrenaline, if it like adrenaline racing, his heart beating as fast as he can, if he isn't in a constant state of go, his heart will stop and he will die. Hence why throughout the movie, Chev has to do all kinds of things to keep his heart rate up. Whether it is running his car through a fucking mall on a car chase with cops, whether it's getting defibrillated, or, whether it's drinking 15 cans of energy drinks and just popping snorting nasal spray and just doing whatever kind of drug he can do, snorting cocaine, doing random drugs that are handed to him. He is doing whatever it takes to keep his heart rate racing, because he has to keep his heart rate racing long enough for him to find the people who did this to him, figure out why it happened, and kill them. And that is such a simple premise, because it is a race against the clock. But you don't know what the clock is. The clock is how long can he keep doing this, keep his heart beating. And like I said, the premise of this movie is fairly simple, but the execution is batshit insane. I'm telling you, the things he is willing to do to keep his heart rate racing. He is willing to get in fights in fucking bars full of... Also, now this movie was made in 2006, so there are some sequences in the movie and some dialogue choices in the movie that you're like, okay, I don't know if they would have been able to get away with it. Like, there is a straight up sequence near the beginning of the movie where he goes to interrogate a friend of his, but he's all fucking edged up. His heart's racing. He's trying to, he's kind of edged up. He's kind of and he goes into this black biker bar. And he's making a huff and huff a puff about it. Everyone things calm down for a minute. But once he realizes no, I need some adrenaline, he just kind of just says, I'm going to kick some black ass. You were just like, what the fuck? It's such this movie is both hilarious on purpose and on purpose. It is self-aware and just rude. And it also has within it one of the craziest out there sex sequences you will see in a movie. I mean, him banging his girlfriend in the middle of public while all these people are watching in an effort to get his heart rate pumping, because as his doctor tells him, there are many ways to get your heart rate pumping, either through drugs, excitement, there are many ways to get your heart rate pumping, was just insane. To this day, I remember seeing this as a kid, and yes, I saw this movie as a kid, and being like, what the fuck is happening, man? This shit is insane, dude. Like I say, dude, it's just kind of batshit crazy. The movie itself is just batshit insane, and it is violent. It is brutal. There is just so much going on. Like I say, this movie is an hour and 27 minutes. It feels like it's 27 minutes. That's how much I've never seen, and this, maybe I have seen a movie like this, but I've never seen a movie move at this kind of a speed, and just things are just happening one after the other, and it being justified in the plot of he can't stop, so the movie itself can't really stop. Now, he does stop occasionally, talk to his girlfriend, talk to a friend, try to see information, but generally speaking, he is just go, 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 go. It is batshit insane. The chase sequences are just out there. The final action sequence where it's just fucking nuts, especially how it ends with him falling out of a plane. I mean, this movie it's probably the craziest movie I've reviewed. It's one of the craziest movies I reviewed. I think it's one of Jason Statham's best. As an action movie, it's probably about an 8, maybe 7.5 out of 10. As a movie, just from the the thing that makes this movie fun is just how outrageous it is, about how far they're willing to go with making up reasons for why he's doing what he's doing. The action itself is fun, but the spectacle of this is where you get your money's worth. Just seeing Jason Statham run around, just doing whatever it takes to keep his heart racing, whether it's having sex with a girl in public, getting defibrillated, just putting any amount of cocktail drugs in his system. The dude is willing to do whatever it takes, and It is just, it's one of the all-time fucking crazy movies I've ever seen. And I think if you've never seen Crank, it's on Amazon Prime. It's a fun fucking watch. Crank 2 is a fun watch too, but the original Crank is awesome. Anyways, thank you guys for joining the Comic Game News Show. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Goodbye.